Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Stellaris, the absolutely impossible run. Where last time, I may have done certain things to certain organics that mean most of the rest of the galaxy really doesn't fucking like me that much anymore. With the exception of the determined exterminator Killbot Empire. They think I'm cool, so, okay, it's possible I'm now, the bad guy. But you know what? I'm okay with that. Our empire is thriving. Technology is coming along very, very nicely indeed. We've got a lot of sexy stuff coming in fact. So, okay, we're moving in the right direction. But now that everybody hates me, we do need to maybe be a tiny bit cautious. To date, Roma has not closed the borders, though they're not thrilled with me. If the borders do shut, yeah, we probably want to start reinforcing Zariadna Station. Right now it's just, fleet capacity. We may need to turn that into a proper military station again in future. And yes, in terms of fleet capacity, right now we're matching Rome. But I'm pretty sure, yes, military readiness just passed in the galactic community. So, okay, we just picked up a giant pile of fleet capacity we can start filling up right now. And speaking of the galactic community, right, it's probably pretty important we keep an eye on our diplomatic way to keep it going in the right direction, because right now we are just in the top 3. And that's really important because sooner or later, someone's going to form the Galactic Council of the top 3 members, and if I'm not in that, they might do something silly, like pass a law against juicing organics to generate mad science. So, kind of important time there to make sure that can be vetoed. So okay, we're doing well in terms of, pops and economy in particular, and fleet power is going to go in the right direction, because I bet I can outproduce basically anyone in the galaxy right now, though, okay, I'm going to be honest. I did not realise until right now the useless Minister of State is costing me 25% cocky diplomatic weight. Which is doubly embarrassing because I've got a cocky Protector of Liberty on my council. That's absolute trash. So, okay, no. Absolutely cocky not. We need to reorganise the council right now. I do not care what we were doing already, alright? Reorganise the council. I need, yes, a Minister of State back in rotation, please. And beyond that, right, let's talk about one of the most important decisions I still need to make in this entire run. That, of course, being my last 2 Ascension perks. Because there is a bloody lot we could do here. A lot of really, really good stuff. For example, the Arcology project. So, right, I mean, you've seen how powerful Welcome can be. Well, Arcology would let me build a second Ecumenopolis. And Welcome is great, not just because of, the ridiculous amount of stuff it can produce, but also the number of people we can fit on one world. Mining Outpost 1, only 98. Salvation, 120. The Synaptic Lathe, that doesn't really count. Paradise, however, yeah, 50 and rising. Probably going to cap out somewhere around 150. And remember, being virtual, the more worlds I've got, the worse my empire gets. Really, I want, a small number of worlds with a really high number of pops on them. Plus, on top of that, Ecumenopolises are amazing, but they're also, expensive to maintain in terms of the minerals and whatnot you need to keep them going. I'm not sure I could afford to maintain a second one. However, there are potential alternatives to, yes, setting up brand new gigantic mega worlds. I'm talking, of course, about Galactic Wonders and the possibility of a ring world, though, okay. I'm going to be honest, I'm somewhat surprised that, yes, that's actually not available, because what I'm missing apparently is a fully upgraded megastructure. Now, I'm sorry, game, but I have a fully upgraded megastructure. In fact, I've got several. An orbital ring is a megastructure. See? Right there. Unlocks megastructure, orbital ring. Megastructure, the clue's in the name. And this one's fully upgraded, so, okay, not only do I have that, hang on. Over in Tian Ort over here, I've got a fully upgraded Dyson Swarm, though, okay, that one's a bit weird, because, yeah, in theory, a Dyson Swarm can be upgraded into a Dyson Sphere, but, it's upgraded as it's possible for me to upgrade it, so, okay, I feel like, yes, that description is deceptive there, Stellaris. Okay, if an upgraded Dyson Swarm doesn't count, then an upgraded Arc Furnace probably doesn't either. But I may as well, you know, fully upgrade that one, just in case, but... Right, we might be a tiny bit further away from a ring world than I was expecting. Okay, but the Science Nexus is coming in right now. That has got to be an official megastructure, as far as the game's concerned. It can't possibly not be. And yes, for the time being, we just need to start building ships in a cocking hurry. In fact, you know what? Even though Promise right now has, 5 shipyards on it, I'm not sure that's enough anymore. I think we need to, like, you know, just dedicate some more building capacity around this bit of the world. Here we go. Ostiak right here. Right now it's just fleet capacity, though I feel like, we just need another full set of shipyards, if for no other reason than, for rapidly building or rapidly upgrading various vessels. Oh, there she flipping is, the Science Nexus. So that there has got to be a proper megastructure, as far as, galactic wonders is concerned. And on top of that, okay, this thing is actually, you know, really rather bloody useful. Not just because, you know, it produces a decent enough amount of science, and on top of that, a tiny bit of research speed too, though, you know, those are very, very nice things indeed. Instead, it's because, oh my, Science Nexuses are apparently a very good place to do some mad science. Which is precisely why I think we should be doing these right here in Ridicus. You know, right next door to Welcome, because, 1, we've got the Astral Rift here that, yes, this is where the Black Sun was, where our scientists just stared into it, and immediately went blind. So, yes, that was some potentially quite mad science right there. And Moonbump 2, the location where, yes, some scientists decided, hey, let's build the biggest magnet in the world to get the moon a bit closer to us. Oh no, the magnet's too big and now we're all dead. So, this just feels like a mad science central right here. Though before we start building this, okay, because it's going to take a fair whack of time to put together. Or rather, it would do so normally. Do bear in mind, of course, I've still got 2 Ascension perks available, so... I could go for Master Builders right now. Megastructure build speed plus 50%. So, you know, pretty bloody nice in terms of getting that thing out faster. And megastructure build capacity. So I can build 2 megastructures at the same time. Now, that sounds good, but I kind of think actually it's really, really terrible. The reason being, I've already got megastructure build speed plus 50%. Just through an edict, putting the living metal that we created as part of, you know, our test into virtuality and whatnot, into this thing right here. So, I've already got 50%, just basically for free. And on top of that, because, like, you know, we're now done with traditions and we've got the Unity aspirations, and honestly, we're swimming in Unity there's not much to do with right now, we could also turn on, here we flippy go, Architectural Renaissance. So, megastructure build speed, another 50%. And on top of that, megastructure build capacity, plus 1. And planetary build speed gets doubled as well. So, this is actually basically the same as that Ascension perk, just it only costs Unity. And really not that much Unity either, so, I'm not sure why you'd ever take the Master Builders or whatever it's called, because, seriously, you can just do the same thing, in fact, better, just using flipping edicts. Anyway, with that done, this is now going to happen much, much cocking faster. And here we go, we're going to build this thing right next to Moonbump, just as, you know, a reminder to our scientists of what real mad science looks like. Like, this is what I aspire to, building a giant magnet that kills us all. Brilliant. Oh, speaking of mad science, by the way, yes, I did have a scientist exploring the Hell Dimension. So, right. Blow up the obelisk. Yes, there was a hell obelisk in the hell prison. So, we've exploded that. Brilliant. Severe darkness. Floating creatures are all, like, dead and whatnot. And the giant hell prison is now open. Good. I mean, probably anyway. And that also opens up, hang about, a new bunch of stuff over here in the Astral Action. So, a whole bunch of new edicts. So, Astral Shielding, Astral Binding. I have no idea what those do, but they're expensive, so don't worry about that for now. And I can't remember if I've seen this one before, so, right, 2 relics at once, not bad at all. Instead I'm going to toss, my threads over here, the Astral Siphon. This is basically like, you know, a mega physics research lab I can slowly make better and better. Yeah, a fully upgraded lab here, the Advanced Research Complex. That makes, like, 60, 60, 60 or thereabouts. This does... okay, I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of terrible, actually. I probably shouldn't have done that. Then again, if I upgrade it... I mean, that's not bad in terms of physics, and I suppose it is producing the threads, which is okay, though... not 100% convinced this is worth it. Okay, so, you may recognise up in the top left there, that symbol indicating, hey, some claims are coming in, which, I wasn't initially concerned by, probably the Eschagon, just being dicks or whatnot. It's not the Eschagon just being dicks. It's the cocking Rax the Lack. Like, the Awakened Ascendancy, just next door. And this is pretty much the worst scenario that could happen. Oh, they aren't properly awake. Hang on, they're going around causing trouble somewhere. So, okay. They're, yeah, properly awake and throwing their weight around. Got it. But yeah, the problem is, if they'd, woken up and someone else had woken up, one of the other fallen empires, then... as a result, there would have been a war in heaven. Then, there would have been a League of Non-Aligned Powers. It probably would have been led by the Pax Romana, because powerful federations, they get the first right to form the League of Non-Aligned Powers. So, I could have ended up with the Pax Romana. We could have fought these guys together. But because they've woken up and no one else has woken up, and as a result, it doesn't appear there's going to be a war in heaven, they're just going to attack me. And no one's going to come and help, because I'm the empire that keeps juicing organics, so... oh, this is actually a problem. How long have I got before... okay, so... This is good. This is great. This is excellently good news. Okay, so I'm glad we started building those extra, training facilities, like, a while ago, because we need those now. So, okay, they've begun claiming a territory around here. That's absolutely fine. Honestly, yeah. The way our empire works, it's kind of divided into two. We've got this area up here in the north, which is nice, but honestly not essential. Like, the most valuable thing we've got up here is, yeah, one megastructure, which is... okay, now that's definitely fully upgraded game. Still can't take cocky galactic wonders. Brilliant, though. Honestly, it's probably good I didn't, because, yeah, it's possible I'm going to need Galactic Contender, like, urgently, very soon. Okay, and I cannot see the fleet, because I assume it's gone over here to do something. I have no idea what, but yeah, they've gone up here to cause some trouble with these guys. Okay, if they attack me, they're coming in from here. They're going to try and take this territory first. That means... yeah, the best bet we've got is basically say, you know what? This is yours. But we don't let them get to the south. The south is where, yeah, promises. That's where paradise is. That's where the cocking lathe is. And, okay. Salvation's in a bit of a difficult position, unfortunately, because, yeah, there's a cocking hyperlane right here. And I really wish there wasn't, because that means Salvation isn't actually, like, a choke point system or anything, and it would be great if it was. Okay, begin bulking up literally everything that's actually, on the single line that leads to the Fallen Empire. A command center would be great, but I'd need a Star Fortress for that, so... okay, hang on. Hang on. I was saying just a second ago, we're swimming in unity we're not bloody using for anything. Here we go, a Fortress Proclamation. Starbases upgrade fast, and defense platforms build fast. And if need be, right, I can boost my fire rate inside my home territory a lot. Like, a ridiculously stupid amount. So, okay. That's pretty good. Shame we don't have unyielding as a tradition tree. That would have been good too. There's probably more bits and pieces we could do too. Like, yeah, war philosophy. Hang on, no. War doctrine. Right now we are, yeah, on a rapid deployment. Hit and run is fine. Defense in depth might work nicely with, yeah, desperate measures. We could significantly boost our fire rate that way. There we go. Just keep on upgrading it here. Keep on upgrading. Basically, yes. Anything that can be upgrading should be upgrading. Salvation, oh bloody hell. How much bloody fleet capacity do I want to throw away in order to desperately try and set up any form of defences? I don't think we can afford to do it here. This just needs to be fleet capacity. But Lyrum, yeah, basically anything on this line between Promise and the top of the Empire, that just needs to be fortified. Oh yeah, here we go. Lyrum might be a good place to try and hold them. The command center here, giving me a bonus fire rate. Then dump the resource silos for now. Yeah. We can also mess with their shielding. Good. Slow them down, etc, etc. Okay. I'm going to build Lyrum into a ridiculous barrier that they have no way to get past. And thinking about it, hang on. Ooh. I mean, that's one solution. Okay, we need to have a two-part strategy right here. Salvation. I'm so sorry that you're not a choke point, but I might be able to slow them down a bit here anyway. Because, fine, this isn't ideal, but if we start, you know, building up some beautiful strongholds, 70 time for a stronghold. Right, my build speed's getting silly at this point. And also, John, do not forget to, you know, keep upgrading your flipping bits and pieces. More you upgrade them, yeah, that's just going to impact Empire size very nicely. Do it twice, why not? You've got bloody stuff flying in 3 times, why not? Right, so my Empire size just fell under 300. Brilliant, because so much of my population is right here on welcome. And that's going to, you know, flow straight through into... Who the cock wants an embassy with me? I'm the organic juicing people. Whoever you are, I'm assuming you're a bastard, but it's nice to meet you. Here we go. The reason I wanted to do this on Salvation is, yes, when you upgrade a stronghold into a fortress, it gains FTL inhibition, meaning they've got no choice, if they enter the system, but to flipping invade the planet. They can't just, you know, walk straight on through. This is going to slow them down a lot, because, yeah, with Jim present and all these armies, I mean, that's got to represent a pretty bloody major barrier, even to a fallen Empire invasion force. Speaking of which, right, begin building mega war androids. Beautiful. And as for building ships, right, if we're going to maybe be, you know, ambushing them as they try and push their way through the one way to get to my home system, torpedo boats. That's going to be the answer. Like, they tore the Dreadnought to shreds, so, okay. Devastator torpedoes, shield penetration, more shield penetration too. Yeah, a giant pile of torpedo boats at the front. You know, some high evasive corvettes just to basically eat the first round of volleys while the torpedoes get launched. Giant piles of battleships at the back just to firing in. Okay. Back all that up with a properly armoured citadel, we might just have a chance. Especially as we've just developed Titans, so okay, that could provide a lot to our Empire too. Yeah, just to boost the fire rate of the entire flipping fleet, that will do nicely. So okay, we've got torpedoes, but that's not going to work for literally everyone. Not every type of ship can have torpedoes, so okay. Fit out the corvettes with a large number of Ripper autocannons. Let's just tear the shields apart with the corvettes. Everyone else can just fire in with, yeah, various energy weaponry that does bonus damage versus armor versus hull. Brilliant. Though you know what, that doesn't need to be everything. So right, we'll keep the standard design, but we'll also, yeah, just create a new type of corvette that we can use for that purpose. There we go, brand new shredded corvettes. Beautiful. And then back at base, right, more artillery, get that into production around Promise, just, yeah. Suddenly getting a bit nervous. The moment an awakened ascendancy starts saying, hey, I fancy having your stuff. Yeah, at that point, just start building. Like, in a hurry. Oh, and speaking of which... I mean, in theory, I've kind of been ignoring this so far. We could just start turning their own cocking weapons against them. I mean, part of the problem we've got right now is, yeah, the Lathies... not particularly full, so I can afford to, like, you know, toss cheap robots into it. That's great, but, yeah. Otherwise, buying people is expensive, and that means we are slowing down in terms of research. And now I don't really want to commit my fleet to, you know, attacking, say, these guys down here, though I could probably pull it off. Hang on. Hang on. If I wanted to try and, yeah, get down to your homeworld, which I believe is this one right here, how much would that cost me? Because, yeah, on the way all we've got is endless orbital habitats, and those do not have many people in them. Okay, there's 80 people, and maybe another 30 or so on various stations between me and there, but yeah, it's all kind of hidden round the back here, out the way. I just feel like we're much better off at going after, yeah, the Larchaks yet again. They are nearby, easier to deal with, pathetically weak, they would cause no trouble whatsoever. Okay, 3 years till we could go in there, gotcha. And okay, now we're producing some cocking ships in a hurry. Better and flipping better. Okay, and you know what? At this point, yeah, Unity is now so useless, I can now spend it to just rush bloody agendas. So, there we go. Reorganize the council. Thank you very, very much indeed. But this time, right, forget Protector of Liberty. That is so bad. Minister of State, much better. And you know what? Actually, I should have got to this way, way sooner because... yeah, we need to be improving our relations more effectively. Because I need the Romans to not attack me right now. I'm kinda busy. And now I've actually bothered, you know, setting a politician to be thinking about foreign relations and whatnot, I've immediately got the most diplomatic way to the galaxy. Marvellous. Oh, and you know what? Some shipbuild speed would be useful just at the minute. And here we go. Frigates are now coming in on flipping mass. So, seriously, please stop coming to my empire. I feel bad that you are showing up to my empire, fleeing some form of persecution that's turned you into refugees, and then I just sent you straight to the juicing camps. Like, if I'd gone and conquered your world, you expect to be sent to the juicing camps. But this just feels wrong. I don't like it. Oh, and hello, sexy, the Science Nexus site is complete. Not like, you know, the Science Nexus, obviously. We've just built, like, the scaffolding we're going to use to build it or something. Right, 5,000 Unity, 15,000 alloys are gonna take, oh blimey. It's gonna take a bit of time. And yeah, I think the problem is, when you take anything, whether it's the Ascension perk or the edicts, they're like say, hey, we help you build megastructures faster. That only means build. It doesn't mean upgrade. That I think you can't speed up actually, so yeah. Unfortunately, as a result, it's just going to be a bloody long time before... Larchaks, are you 100% sure you want to do this? What we ought to do potentially is, yeah, start setting up the Empire to make sure we can move around nice and fast, and that means hyper relays. Now, I can just spend, here we go, one Flash Forge Hyper Relay, which I'm like stealing from the future or something. So now, buddy, you can just build that, like, instantaneously. You just said instantaneously because we're borrowing it from the future. But yeah, if we just build a handful of them going in this direction, just so we can, you know, get from Promise and from Ostiak up to the potential future front line much, much faster. Yeah, that would not be a terrible thing to do, though... okay, apparently, we need more cocking naval capacity. Right, well, it sure is lucky I'm sitting on, you know, a giant pile of Unity I don't really need for anything right now. Oh, and here we flipping go. Just finished building this old girl right here, so, right, the... could we not call it the Wet Weaver? Right, there is an artillery frame... or a torpedo frame. So, okay, actually, you know what? That's... actually, torpedoes are kind of weird on this thing, because X-slot weapons are, you know, the hyper-mega long-range weapons. Meanwhile, torpedoes, those tend to be very up-close and personal. Yeah, Devastator torpedoes, range needs to be 30. Proton launchers are a fair bit longer, but they are not as good as they used to be. I'm not convinced about that. Yeah, keep them as a full-on artillery frame. I think that works a bit better. The trick being, yeah, remember these are going to be staying back at like 125 range, so secondary weapons should have at least that. Which hilariously means we need to be using a large ancient macro batteries, so... right, well this is just downright weird, isn't it? This is just being cobbled together out of all sorts of nonsense. You know what? Sure, why not? Also, change its name from, yes, Wet Weaver to Dry Baker, which sounds way more wholesome to me. Oh, hang on. We've got... okay, I don't know whether this is good or bad news, but right, the galaxy just started, heating up, which is... the xenophobe militant isolationist fallen empire would also appear to be interested in chatting. So, Peacebots 2.0, prostrate yourself before us, beg our forgiveness. We may refrain from annihilating your worthless little empire. We have no choice but to accept, which is going to... Oh, blimey, the research speed in particular kind of hurts us, though... Hang on, when you say rivalry, I'm like moderately confident that I'm not rivals with you, but whatever. Or alternatively, I could say screw you, in which case they might well come for us. I feel like I'm willing to just bow down and grovel. Okay, the penalty is not so bad. The synaptic lathe will more than offset that, and I cannot fight two fallen empires at once. Ooh, here's fun by the way. The Larchax just closed the border. Which reminds me we're no longer at truce, so guys, if I was in your position, I would have just kept very, very quiet, because I was not keeping my eye on the calendar at all. Okay, my research is definitely slowing down a bit here, because, yeah, we don't have enough people to juice the brains off, so okay. Okay, no, not the market. We could buy more slaves later. For the time being, yeah. How much is it going to cost us to basically go for nothing but the locations where you guys have got actual planets worth taking? Okay, we got two decent-sized planets right there. We've got a small planet but still worth taking over on this side. All that for only 300. I mean, that's not bad, actually. Oh, better, we're just finishing off our first space highway, so, right, that should hopefully, like, you know, speed things up a bit, though, okay, the Awakened Ascendancy is causing a lot of trouble all of a sudden. I say trouble, this is just, like, free people for me, this is good news, right up to the point where they attack me, then it's bad news. No, seriously, they're just suddenly arriving en masse, I do not know what's going on, but, oh, hang on. I mean, possibly some form of, oh, blimey, you guys are carving out a bloody empire up there, aren't ya? Okay, John, as I was saying, if you've got spare Unity, spend it upgrading the planetary Ascension tier, because, honestly, that's not even that expensive these days. And once you get up to, like, tier 10, that's it. Like, that represents, right there, 50% reduction in, yeah, size from pops. Also, apparently my scientists restored power to an ancient gateway. Did I ask them to do that? Because I do not remember asking them to do that. Oh, and apparently a giant thing just came through, like... From the picture, it looks like, you know, a giant space slug, but with thorns on it, so... Hang the cock on, what is going on here? So, final flight, Scran Sharpbeak. And this gateway goes to... over here, the nation of Ugglemak. Lovely name. Really like that. Hang on. This could potentially be very good. Because, yeah, if this brings me to right here. And this is, oh, blimey. Uggleomamak. Is that by any chance, like, you know, the center of your empire? Okay, I know nothing about these guys, but... this could potentially be, like, the center of it. Like, that means center right there, right? We might just be able to walk through this gateway and then help myself to, like, 100 people inside their main system, like, at almost no cost. And if I were to attack them, right, they've got a vassal, but an absolutely pathetic one, so we don't really need to be worrying too much about that. Okay, one ship here, and you know what? This is not just a giant space slug. It's like, you know, a ship. Avian style, I believe, just looking at, you know, the outside of it. Okay, deploy the light codex just to go and say hi and see what's going on here precisely. Also, John, if you want to use that gateway you just turned on, maybe research gateway travel. Wait, are we 100% sure my scientist turned this on and like it wasn't their scientist? Because I'm not sure I know how gateways work yet. Okay, we've moseyed up to them. Can't interact with them in any way, but... sending in a special ops unit is advised, so, right, boarding operations. Jin, my friend, this one's up to you, actually. Oh, this is a concern, by the way. Right, relationships are just deteriorating on all sides. The Romans are now insulting us too. Okay. This is not good, though. Hang on, did you just say... gosh darn it, I was hoping maybe for once we had a bigger fleet, but no, the fleets are still the same size despite everything I've been doing. Although, hang on. When did when did this happen? I feel like they've kicked me out of association status at some point. So, oh, that's not good. Okay, they did that at some point because I've got a flipping truce with them. So, okay. For 5 years, they can't do anything. In 5 years' time, in theory, they could start, you know, being a bit nasty. Okay, so, probably we should get this war done, like, in a hurry. Because, yeah, I want to get all those people into my brain-juicing facility before the Romans start getting fighty. Okay, stuff is just getting weird. So first the bird slug appears. Now, that, yeah, obelisk we destroyed in the Hell Dimension. Apparently, a giant molten creature wants to have a chat about that, because, oh, it was their obelisk. You know not what you have done. You have mistakenly freed our wards. A balance must be restored, or there will be great consequences. You will offer us replacement prisoners from your planets. We should offer a trade in return, and... Right, so when it rains it pours, got it. Subspace echoes. That means the Prether and Scourge are now, they're now coming. Right, the proper crisis is now on its way. Okay, we will get to that in just a cooking second. These guys want prisoners, and will offer a fair trade in return. Should you decline, we will happily torment your people until the suffering is complete. Okay, so, funny old thing, my people are virtual, meaning, if I give you pops, we just create new ones. So, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of okay with that. That's actually good news for me. Also, oh, in the background. Right, that obelisk was your synaptic lathe. Okay, it's lovely to meet someone else who's doing, like, you know, the brain juicing thing. Do you have any tips? Because, okay, me and this molten crystal, we can be friends. Okay, stuff just got, like, urgent. We now need to, you know, start making a lot of progress a lot faster down towards existential threats. Oh, here's interesting, by the way. So, the Larchax have apparently elected a Roman as their leader. Well, that's nice. Right, let's get in there and make this happen in a caulking hurry. We'll split the forces in two. The cruisers and torpedo boats will, yes, swing over to this side. The artillery ships and the light corvettes, they'll take the right. Meanwhile, on the mysterious spiky bird slug ships, so... okay. The alien commander explained the ship is in need of emergency repairs. Once it's operational, he planned to return to his home planet, Scravid. Oh yeah. Give him a hand, let's see what we could do. All we need to do is, yeah, send over a construction ship. We've got those sitting around doing nothing right now, no problem at all. Meaning Jin can move on to, yeah, some more important business. Going and taking each of these planets out one by one. And my giant artillery fleet is just coming in with a huge, huge amount of firepower. I love it. Taking out all of your ships, etc., etc. And... okay, whatever's left of... oh, blimey, that'll be my, yeah, carrier forces right there. Beautiful. Okay, deploy, yeah, the artillery straight forward. Let's go and take out... oh, hang on. Where are you guys going right now? Because I would love to just take all of you out immediately. In fact, I'm pretty sure we're about to land on top of each other, potentially. Oh, yeah, we just bypassed each other. Though that does mean I managed to, yes, take out, like, some of your fleet without having to worry about anything else. So, right, you're dead too, all your fleets are dead, your orbital ring is going to be dead momentarily. Okay, life is good. Meanwhile, my new mega war bots can get down onto, yes, this tiny planet, 22 people, but this is really just the warm-up, to be honest. So, okay, down we flippy go, and, oh dear. Oh, flippy dear. My new mega war bots are doing the job pretty well. Oh, better and better. We get to use, you know, their own flipping hyperlades against them. Beautiful. So, okay, we can take over this empire at record time. Okay, Synaptic Lathe was the one planet we should not have been sending people back from. Send them the virtual pops, okay? Right, they were wise to the scam I was planning to run. I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember how many people are actually in the Synaptic Lathe already, because it is just going down over time, though, speaking of which, we should definitely get rid of, yeah, one of these two computer McGibbles. Those are of a limited use. Okay, we now know the clock is cocky ticking. We just need to juice as many brains as possible as fast as possible. It's time to start overclocking. And the other one, yeah, double the resources in return for, yeah, additional upkeep. We can keep up with the upkeep. It's gonna be fine. Speaking of which, hang on. Hang on. We just need 2. There we go. Biggest diamond in the world. Lovely. Now, just make sure we get everybody here. Land our armies in, yeah, this space station, which is, 10 pops, it's fine. So, what the actual cock? Zosira is going to not win. Well, that feels weird and wrong, doesn't it? Right, and there's gateway travel. Good, a lot of stuff is suddenly happening at once. But yeah, just to wrap up the last of the defenders on this platform, make sure we own that. Good, then get you straight over to, yeah, the capital city right there. That is 910. We could deal with 910, that's fine. It's going to be a bit of a longer fight, but honestly, nothing too dangerous here. And excuse me, are you just trying to sneak away from the fight here? Because if so, that is not acceptable to me. Get back here and fight me, okay? There we flipping go. Much better. So, here we flipping go. They've also got, hang on. Ooh, they've got zombies. The zombies aren't doing so well against us, to be honest. So, right, our new mega warforms are doing the job very, very nice indeed. We are taking some casualties, but that's fine. It's an invasion. You kind of expect that. So, right, that is your home world actually occupied now. And here we go. Science Nexus, at least in its basic form, is now in place. Begin upgrading immediately, though, yeah, this is going to take a while to do. Okay, admittedly, all we've done, by the way, is, yes, make our head of research now the first speaker, and the first speaker the head of research. So, there's no actual change in the government, we've just sort of moved 2 people's chairs around, so, still, it's progress. It's not the same person winning every year for a century. And here we go. I'm not even sure we'd finished taking everything we wanted to, but the Larchaks have surrendered. No, okay, I will admit, the economy did just sort of collapse because now we're over basically every capacity going. But that's fine, we're gonna fix this right now. Because at long cocking last, right, it's time to top up the synaptic lathe properly. Same as we did last time, just clear everybody out, then shut down the server. I do not want trash worlds, they slow down my virtual pops. Right, so that's the 3 basic tiny worlds taken care of, and that gets us up to 82. Not bad at all. Science is looking a lot better than it was just a second ago, but okay. This is where things are maybe going to start getting a little bit silly. Because the next planet along is, I believe, approximately 60 people. So, okay, we're just going to send all of them in too, immediately replacing them with virtual reality people somehow or another. And then finally, the capital world itself. So just to send you over, send your robots over too. But with that in play, we're now up to 200 people inside the synaptic lathe, generating 11,000 of each science, and 7 cooking 100 neural chips. So okay, a moment ago, my science was, yes, 6,000, adding everything together, and it was going to take us 77 months just to unlock the ability to go to Cosmogenesis level 4. So, let's just get time ticking along for just a second. Right, that's, it's gone down a bit. That's gone down a bit right there. More refugees are arriving. Good. Get time ticking along a tiny bit fast here, because as soon as we tick over, 52,000 science. 52 cocking thousands. Now, I will give you, there may be certain problems with the current situation, such as, for example, yes, thanks to the double synaptic resonator and overclocker, it cost me 14,000 energy just to make this thing run. Meaning I'm going to run out of energy credits in 8 months. Which is really not much, actually, but... Right, that could be more of a problem than I was expecting, actually. Oh, and Cosmogenesis level 4 is now only 10 months away, actually. So, okay, that's significantly faster than we thought it was going to be. And we jump straight up to 13,000 right here. So, oh, this is... Well, this is just going to be delightful, isn't it? The neural chips are generating a stupid amount of advanced mad science. Still, I would say, how about we call it a part there? Because we are now on the threshold. Either of victory or disaster. Because science has just gone bananas. The amount of neural chips is also bananas. But the crisis is cocky coming. And I just desperately want it to be over here. Because if it, like, you know, shows up right here on the Estragon, that's it, I'm done. There's not much I could do then again. If they take their time, and, like, the Romans get involved, I don't know. I mean, the amount of chips coming in is ridiculous right now. But can I, like, you know, possibly afford this? I mean, for now, I could toss, you know, the market at the problem, but I'm gonna run out of resources sooner or later. So, okay, coming up next time, victory, defeat, or bankruptcy. Which one's it gonna be? Join me next time, and we shall flipping see. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. And this has been Stellaris. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
This is the face of death, okay? This is what my sudden death looks like. Do not engage before we arrive. Do not engage. What are you doing? I specifically said don't. Oh, no.
No, John.
Oh, he likes that. The Romans touched me.